This month, we have seen an alarming number of deaths and cases due to the coronavirus. Healthcare workers say it's because of two reasons. One reason is what infectious disease specialist Dr. Ali Hassoun calls a viral load, which is the amount of virus in the community. Hassoun says there was more of it over the holiday. Another reason for the climb in numbers is that infected people have waited too long to seek medical attention during the holidays.
It's very important the moment you get diagnosed, seek medical attention. And now, in those who have risk factors, we have the infusion, the monoclonal antibody that we can use. So, and that need to be given too early in the disease. It cannot be late because it's not beneficial.
Hassoun says the treatment is something that can be given now and that it was not available 9 months ago.